Aloha. Welcome to the Walking in Aloha, Let's Talk Story podcast. We're so glad to have you here. Ekomo mai. Now here's our podcast host and award-winning author, Michelle.
Aloha, everyone, and welcome to the Walking in Aloha Let's Talk Story podcast. I just want to say that I just was on a international summit. It was out of Australia. It was called the Level Up Summit 2026. And I was on at 3 o'clock here, Hawaii time, 3 o'clock. But my slides quit working right from the beginning. I think I was able to switch over to the second slide, then it froze and I was done. Like I couldn't make the slides work. I was trying without getting too away, like from the audience and everything like that. I wanted to keep contact with the audience and not lose them just because I lost my slides. So I just kept going without the slides. And it was good. It was so good. My speech was called Unmute Yourself. Unmute yourself. Reclaim the one human right that we violate on ourselves. And it was using your voice, right? And so when I couldn't use the slides, I just continued with the speech. And one of our coaches was in the room and he came out and he was like, Michelle. And he was so amazing. He was saying that that's not an easy thing to do where you practice, you rehearse with it, you're using the slides, you got your timing all worked out, and then it doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. So I had to go without any slides and just hearing it from him that I did so well, that I kept the room captivated with just my words, no slides, but my storytelling and my speech was just great. And he was just, it was so good. It was so good just to have him come on and say that I did well. I did well despite the hiccups, right? The hiccups that we can get because of technology or whatever, and still hold the room. And I was able to do it. I was able to do it, keeping everyone and still going from start to finish and just having all of those testimonies come on the side, people, they loved it. They just loved the speech. They loved what I had to say. Not having the slides, not having the slides was a good thing. It turned out to be a good thing. And the funniest thing, I have to tell you this right now. The funniest thing is that because I was trying to go from a laptop to a laptop, using the second laptop as my second monitor. And because, right, the main one, my main computer is the LG Gram. And then the second one is this Chromebook, the Lenovo Chromebook. I had to do all kinds of stuff. Like I had to get another program to get this laptop to recognize this laptop and to be able to use it as a second screen and all kinds of stuff. And it was hitting some glitches while I was trying to, like, sometimes it would say that it's not loading or that it cannot find the main computer. So it was having glitchy problems. But right before the speech went on and I was on with the speaker right before, it was working because the way that the computers thought about it or whatever was that it was another screen for Zoom or something like that. That's the way Zoom recognized it. Like my other laptop was another screen for my Zoom because they were on this screen, but their slides were on the other. So I thought, well, that's strange. I hope when it's my turn that I'm able to control the slides. And it's not just acting like another screen, you know what I mean? Like you're casting off to another screen. Because I tried typing, I tried touching, like the touch screen, and it worked before, but not while the speech was going on. And then guess what? Where is it? I get a notification on my phone that the monitor came in. Isn't that just a joke? It's a joke and a half, right? That my speech failed on the slides because I didn't have a second monitor. And then the second monitor turns up right after. Right after. Couldn't you have came before? But no, since it turned out all right, God was with me. Like Jerry said, God was with me, also because it just helps so much to have him. But I didn't know he was in the room. Thank God. Thank God that he was, because he was able to come on and give me that. And so I hope that it's good enough. It was good enough for me to now become an accredited speaker with ISA. So what was supposed to be done was this speech was recorded, and then it was used for my application for the ISA, which is the International Speakers Association. And I hope that even though my slides didn't work and I was able to just pull it off anyway, it's good. I hope it's good. I hope it's good to go. But anyway, I just wanted to share and tell you that yes, it was your voice matters. Your voice matters, not your slides, not anything else, but what you have to say and what you have to deliver to your audience, despite of anything else, all the glitches and all that. It truly comes from you. Your authenticity, your grace, your deliverance is what matters to the room that you're speaking to. And that was crazy, but that's what it was. And I'm glad that it turned out so well. Anyway, talk to you guys all soon. Ahoy ho!
Thank you for joining us here on the Walking in Aloha, Let's Talk Story podcast. Before leaving, please hit that subscribe button. God's blessings always and ahui ho.